Hi, Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. Today we've come back along to the wee harbour town of Cellardyke. If you remember the last time we were here, it was stormy, the sea was out, and we found lots of amazingly coloured pieces of sea glass. So today we're going to see if we can find a rainbow of sea glass.
So this is my first find of the day. It's a lovely piece of brown transfer ware, and I think that is just a partial flower, although it kind of reminded me of a very puffed up cushion. Very nice piece. I'm going to take that.
So I reckon that's my first find of the day then. A wee bit of green glass in here. It's really nicely frosted. Very, very windy here today. Just here. There it is. Nice wee bit of green glass. Really nice soft green sheen in this piece as well because of that frosting. We'll take a wee scan across this area and I'll take this wee bit then out. So aside from these tiny wee bits of glass that I'm seeing here, there's a nice wee bit of blue pottery just in here. Lovely wee bit. You can see a wee design on that. Now, there's a really lovely little bit of seafoam sea glass here. It's beautifully pendant shaped, it's really nicely frosted, but the real question is...
Can you see it?
I'm thinking no.
I can see two bits actually.
You can?
Yeah,
I can see a few. There's quite a lot of sea glass around here. I'm really hoping at the moment that whilst we're doing this cool can you see it scene, oh yeah, I see it now, it's dead centre. Yeah, I'm hoping that the wind isn't going to disrupt things too much today. It's very windy here on the coast and it's freezing cold as well. But this is what we're here for. Wee gems like this.
Yeah, that's a very nice piece. And so is that one, so
yeah, there's another wee chunk.
Yeah, let's take both of those, huh?
Yeah, we'll take them and we're going to get along and see if we can find some of that lovely coloured glass. Yeah. Some of the kind that we found here before. We found a coin. We don't often find coins here. Oh. Just going to circle around so that the wind's not blowing directly into the microphone. Hope you can see it. It's all copper green. I think Nicole's going to reach in and we'll take a closer look at that.
Yeah, that's so very cool.
The coin appears to be a later pre-decimal 1 pence piece coin. You can just make out the shape of Britannia on the reverse of the coin. The image of the monarch on the other side suggests to us that it's Elizabeth II. Elizabeth is the most recent monarch to face right. So although we can't make out a great deal of the image, we can see a hint of a right-facing profile, leading us to think that it's Elizabeth. A pencil rubbing gives a slightly clearer impression, but this coin is so significantly eroded that it's very difficult to say with any certainty. If we're correct, then we can date the coin to between 1953, when Elizabeth II first appeared on coinage, and 1971, when these old pre-decimal coins were replaced by the new decimal currency.
Now in this little cove I found a couple of pieces of really nice sea foam, and I found this chunky bit of blue, and I've stopped here because there's this little tiny piece of pottery here. Really nice with a swirl. It's like a wave, like a little wave. Further along, little piece of perfect mermaid's tear. And I saw another bit, and it's just tucked away in here. It's another piece of green. That's very nice. Now this is flipped over. Let's try and flip it back. Oh, it won't flip in one hand. There we are. That's very nice. I like this beach.
What a wee trail here. Just a few nice wee bits. A nice wee bit of pottery here. Just tucked underneath this wee stone. That's a really cute wee piece. We'll take a closer look at these things when we stop for a minute, but just now we're only just here, so we're going to grab a few things, as we always do, and then we'll take a look at them. Some really nice sea glass here as well, beautifully frosted. So I'm going to take these, but there's another wee bit that I've got my eye on. It's just in front of me. So let's go have a look at that. I'll take that wee bit of green. That's an interesting wee shaped piece actually. So I'll take that, but that's not the piece I'm looking at. I'm looking straight ahead of me. I almost lost it. There we go. Can you see it? It's quite a distinctive colour. It's not like the surrounding colours. It's this wee blue piece here just poking its head out. It's a wee bit of milk glass. We're climbing across the rocks here because Nicole spotted a wee bit of beach just up ahead of us, and she's desperate to have a wee look there. So we'll get across these stones and we'll see you there. Well, here we are in that wee bay.
Yeah, it looks pretty promising to me.
You think so?
Yeah, let's have a wee look around, huh?
Yeah, we'll see what we can find.
Yeah.
A couple of lovely pieces of sea foam here, and they're a wee bit bigger than some of the pieces that I've been finding so far. That wee piece here, it's odd one, that one. I don't know if that's a break or just a very oddly shaped piece of glass. Not quite sure. You can probably hear those seagulls circling above. Make a wee pile here, why not? Tiniest bit of blue. Again, the blue that I'm finding here today is so wee. Lots of wee pieces. Some interesting colours. Some greens in there, got that wee blue bit in there. Some sea foam. A wee bit of brown here. Where's it gone? There it is. Another wee bit of brown. And there's this wee bit of pottery just beside it, and that's actually a really nice wee piece. It's like a wee almond shape, and has that beautiful little piece of glaze still on it there. That's really cool. Some really lovely sea glass here. Mostly really wee bits though.
this lovely little brown piece of pottery. I wonder if it goes with the very first piece of brown pottery we found. It's so faint. Look, it's smooth. It's so smooth. It's been in the sea a long time. And there's just a fraction of a pattern left now. To me, it somehow kind of reminds me of a bird. Like a... I can't remember the name of the bird now. Like a dodo or something. That's cool. It's very smooth. It's like velvet almost. I really love when pottery is just so smooth.
There's something bright yellow just at my feet. It's quite an obvious colour because there's nothing else quite as yellow or as bright as that in front of me. So when we start moving in here, you should be able to see it quite easily. That is if I have the camera anywhere near it. Yeah, I do. Smack bang in the middle of the screen.
He said bright yellow.
Yeah,
got my attention.
Nicole, I think, had thought that this may be a nurdle. I don't think it is.
No.
I'm going to take that out. I'll pop it down here and hope that it doesn't fall down. And you know what? I think I was right.
Yeah, I think you were right.
I'm going to change this a wee bit so we can see the yellow a wee bit better. There we go. Starting to really glow. Nice yellow colour there. Now that, I don't think, have we found a yellow bead before?
Yes, I think I found a yellow bead before. I remember finding that bright yellow marble. But yeah, that is a part of a bead, you're right.
It's a tiny wee bit of a bead. It really is very small. Here's my finger just to show you how small. Normally we would put Nicole in front of the camera for scale, but no, we can't do that with this piece. That would be absurd. Okay, that's very cool though. A wee bit of a bead.
Yay!
Now I'm seeing lots of pieces of white ceramics here. Oh, they're a nice wee bit. Now, could this be another wee piece of milk glass? I think it is. All the bits are really wee here. This is what Nicole was just saying, so I don't think Nicole's finding any bigger bits than me. But at least we're getting a wee bit of milk glass there. Now there's a wee gem just above that. And you'll see what I mean in a second when I mentioned lots of white ceramic. But there's one piece that I see just in front of me. And it has promise. Let's just say it has promise. That's a lovely wee bit of sea glass there though. We'll grab that. Now this is what I mean by white ceramic pieces. We're seeing quite a lot of this. It's quite thick, it's quite heavy. I don't know what it is. It could have been from, well, I'm guessing some kind of bathroom furniture perhaps. I don't know. But there's another piece just in front of this piece that I'm looking at now. And I think it's a wee bit nicer. I think it's a wee bit of a special find. It's that piece here. Now I'm going to say I think that's milk glass. And it's hard to see exactly without touching it. So let's have a wee look. Yeah, I think that's milk glass. If not, it's just really, really, really nicely worn down. So I'll take that along for Nicole to have a wee look at. And this teeny wee piece of blue. Take that as well.
There's lots of tiny sea glass here, all about kind of this size. Now this size is quite perfect for earrings. But there's smaller sea glass here. And let's see if you can see it. It's tiny, it's super tiny, it's just up there. Okay, it's a tiny piece of blue. That is even too small to put in a little bird's nest, like the ones that we made a couple of weeks ago. So let's see, maybe we can find like this size. That would be perfect for a little bird's nest. See, these are like rice grain size. Really nice and smooth. Let's see if there's anything else here. A piece over here. Lovely tiny pieces of sea glass. That's very nice.
Now I've just seen a lovely piece of pottery, and it's one of Nicole's favourite patterns. I'll give you a clue, it's the Grecian pattern. Can you see it? It might not be the Grecian pattern actually, now that I get closer to it. This looks like blue transfer wear. It doesn't look like the Grecian pattern at all. Very lovely design, really nice kind of Baroque floral looking design. That's a lovely wee bit. Nothing on the back there. Hard to see what shape that is. There's a slight curve on it, but I'm not sure if it was a cup or a plate or a saucer or quite what it would have been. But I'm going to take that because that is a really lovely wee design. Now I think it's about time we had a wee look to see what we've found so far. And just as we're about to go off and do that, I'm going to pick up this beautiful wee piece of blue glass. And whilst I'm at it, sorry, overreaching the camera, I might as well pick up this wee bit of green. Let's go see what Nicole's found. Okay, I've caught up with Nicole. Let's have a wee look and see what she's found.
Okay, I'll show you what I found here. I've got a wee selection here and the coin that you found. Okay, so we found some really lovely pieces of really nicely frosted sea glass. I say it again, I said it before, it's perfect for making jewellery. And I found a couple of pieces of blue as well. Very happy with the chunky pieces. Just as I was coming over here, I found this lovely mermaid's teardrop shaped piece.
What's that pink bit?
Oh, look, the tiniest, the absolute tiniest piece of pink flash glass. I'm very excited about that. And then I looked up, and I hope this isn't going to make you nauseous. I'm going to move over here. Okay, then I spotted this piece here, a little bit of milk glass. But the best is yet to come. There's a tiny bit of like turquoise here. Turquoise blue, I'm not sure, but look, these three pieces I just found in the space of a minute. The tiny pieces, they're so cute. Oh, it's a tiny piece of flash glass and it's pink, and I found some kind of yellowish pieces as well, and you handed me this lovely little bead and that yellow piece. So
yeah, so that yellow piece, if you remember back when we were in North Queensferry, I'm going to move that blue bit out of the way, it's just in the way. We found, well, I found a tiny wee button. It must have been for like a doll's dress or maybe for a tiny infant, although I don't know why you'd put a glass button on a tiny infant's top. And yeah, it's a similar kind of glass there. It's beautiful, really nice. Too wee, I suspect, to make much of. But a lovely wee piece of glass.
But it could become a little bird's nest like we made a couple of weeks ago.
Very true, yeah.
Yeah. And then we found this coin, and I can't make anything out. I suspect it might be a very old 2p coin.
It's either a 2p or a very old 1p. I'm not sure, but what we'll do is we'll get that in some vinegar. And we'll see if we can etch away some of that corrosion and find out what it is.
Okay, yeah, that would be cool. Or maybe we'll make a rubbing out of it.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to show you what I found.
Okay.
Well, there you go. I've been busy. It's mainly sea foam, a couple of wee bits of pottery, a couple of nice wee bits of pottery, I think.
Yeah.
There's a wee bit of milk glass in there of various colours. Well, really just white and blue. But I think there's a couple of quite special wee pieces in there as well. A wee bit bonfire glass. There is that amazing wee piece of UV glass. We'll try and get a photograph of that with a UV torch on it.
Yeah, you found some really great pieces there. Seafoam is my favourite colour, so I'm very happy that you found a lot of seafoam. And you also found a lovely drop-shaped piece of blue glass there. I think it's a different shade from what I found, but you know, I could make a pair of earrings out of those. And I love that little tiny piece of UV glass there. It's right below my thumb there.
Yeah, it's not huge, but you know, I think it ticks the box. You found a piece of pink flash glass. I found a wee bit of a UV glass that'll glow nicely. We've got some blues in there, some greens, some browns, some seafoam, some clear. Does it constitute a rainbow?
Well, I think we can probably make a rainbow, but I've just noticed this white piece of pottery there. It looks like it's a paw. Had you noticed?
Yeah, it had a couple of lines. I'm not sure if you can see what Nicole's talking about there. It's just in here. There's a few lines at the front there. I'll move this wee piece of glass out of the way in that piece, and you can see there it's... Oh, no you can't because I just moved the camera off her hand. You can see there it looks like a wee cat paw.
Yeah, that's very cute, isn't it?
It's lovely.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy with this little cove. Well, I'm very happy we came down to this little cove here, but I know that we're going to have to head back to the car, so I think we'll go that way and have a look in the little cove that we had to pass through, because we found some really lovely sea glass there the last time we were here.
Yeah, and it's starting to rain as well, so we better get a move on.
Yeah!
I was going to make a wee pile of sea glass there, mainly because I looked down and I saw these two wee pieces right in front of me. I can see now that there's actually 3 pieces. I thought it was futile to pile, but I think I'll give it a shot anyway. So, we're looking at these 2 wee pieces. There's another wee piece just here. If I reach just a little bit north of that, keep finding wee bits of sea glass.
I found a wee piece of lavender glass. Now let's see if you can see it too. Okay, now can you see it? I'm going to give you a hint. You can probably see there's a footprint there where Craig's walked over, and it's kind of right above that, so Craig didn't see it.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot here,
Yeah,
and it's quite easy not to see stuff. In my defence.
Yeah.
Right now, I think even here, there we go. I can see it now. It's difficult to pick up the colour tones here.
Yeah, it's just there. So I'm going to put a piece of white next to it. There you go. You can really see that there's a difference. It's ever so slightly lavender, so that's nice for our rainbow.
That's lovely, yeah. I mean, we've been finding, I've actually found a super special coloured piece of glass.
All right.
And we'll take a wee look at that in a minute. It's tiny though. It's so small. It's hard to believe it's so small. Okay, let's have that. I can just see a wee piece that's quite interesting just north from those pieces. So we've got a wee bit of lavender to add to our rainbow of sea glass. Now this piece is not particularly colourful, but it's quite interesting because it's textured.
Oh, that's very cute with that, those 2 little lines on it.
Yeah,
just there. Okay, let's take that too.
Cool. This is very cool. I love harbour walls. This, I should say, is not a harbour wall, but it's been built very much in the style of the harbour wall here, with these vertically standing stones. It's really beautiful workmanship. But I'm going to catch up with Nicole now. There's a really lovely wee piece of baby blue sea glass right in front of the camera. Can you see it?
Oh, that's a lovely piece.
Can you see it? Oh, you must be able to see it. You just said it's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, at least the seagull liked the joke. There we go.
Oh, that is stunning. It's a really nice size as well.
Good shape, good size, lovely colour.
Yeah.
Let's have that.
Absolutely. Okay, now can you see it? It's really difficult to spot. It's tucked away.
I think we've got a wee hint here though.
Okay, it's turquoise.
Yeah. So if you see anything turquoise, you're on to a winner. Moving in quite fast here. There we go.
Okay.
Can you see it? It's right in front of you now.
That looks really nice. I'm going to move this aside. Oh look, it's quite big actually.
That's a good wee bit.
Yeah, that's very nice. It's in keeping with the other mermaid's tears that we found today. Very cool.
Be a good day for Mermaid's Tears.
Yeah, let's have that.
You know, despite the fact that it's raining and it is now icy cold, this is quite a difficult place to leave. Every time we take a step forwards, we're presented with something quite cool like this. Now the design on that's really lovely. I suspect it's either a wee bit of a teapot or maybe even a teacup. It's purple, it's a transferware design. It's quite unusual to find purple transferware, and it's just such a delicate, lovely wee design. Well, we having that.
Oh, that's actually quite a big bit of blue. It's nice. I think we've found a little treasure trove here. That's very nice. All very good pieces for making jewellery and maybe some other things, crafty things. Whoa! That's a piece of yellow. My word. That is so rare. Yellow is such a rare colour. Oh, we were hoping for a rainbow. I never in my wildest dreams thought we would find a piece of yellow like that. How cool is that?
Thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting on the videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, there's plenty of time to do that. You can just tick the wee button there and you're subscribed. Also a massive thank you to everyone who's helped support this channel through Etsy, Ko-fi and through Amazon. That really helps us keep going. Thank you so much for that.
Don't forget to join us on Sunday when Nicole will be sorting through all of her finds from the day to make some jewellery. We'll see you next time.